Once a thriving coal mining community, Hashima Island stood as a desolate testament to the passage of time. The concrete structures that once echoed with the sounds of industry now stood silent, swallowed by the sea mist that clung to the abandoned buildings. The eerie silence was only broken by the occasional creak of rusty metal and the distant moans of the wind. This was a place where the living dared not tread, but curiosity, as it often does, beckoned a group of adventurous souls to explore the mysteries of Hashima. Among the brave explorers was a trio of friends: Hiroshi, a history enthusiast with a penchant for the paranormal; Aiko, a photographer seeking to capture the island's haunting beauty; and Takeshi, the skeptical yet good-humored voice of reason. They boarded a rickety boat, the salty air biting at their faces as they approached the forsaken isle. The moment their feet touched the crumbling concrete of Hashima, an oppressive atmosphere enveloped them. Broken windows stared like vacant eyes, and rusted metal echoed with whispers of a bygone era. As they delved deeper into the labyrinth of decaying structures, the air thickened with an otherworldly presence. Hiroshi, sensing the spectral energy, led the group to the heart of the island, a dilapidated apartment complex that once housed the miners and their families. The walls, adorned with peeling wallpaper, seemed to absorb the echoes of laughter and sorrow that lingered in the air. Aiko, camera in hand, started capturing the eerie scenes. The flickering light of her flashlight danced on the walls, revealing the remnants of domestic life frozen in time. Forgotten toys lay scattered on the floor, and tattered curtains swayed in the breeze like spectral apparitions. As the trio ventured deeper into the apartments, an unsettling chill gripped them. Takeshi, attempting to mask his unease with humor, joked about the ghosts of disgruntled miners plotting revenge against unwelcome intruders. Hiroshi, however, felt a different energy, a melancholy longing that tugged at the edges of his consciousness. Their exploration brought them to a room that seemed untouched by the decay surrounding it. A faded photograph of a family, frozen in a moment of happiness, adorned the dusty dresser. The air in the room felt heavier, as if the spirits of the past were watching, waiting to tell their tales. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and the friends heard faint whispers carried by the wind. The voices seemed to belong to the long-gone inhabitants of Hashima, sharing tales of hardship and tragedy. Aiko shivered, her camera capturing more than just images. Each photograph seemed to absorb the spectral essence of the island. In the silence that followed, a distant sound echoed through the corridor. The friends exchanged uneasy glances as the echoes grew louder. Footsteps, unmistakably real, approached from the dark recesses of the building. Takeshi, now visibly unnerved, clutched his flashlight as the steps drew nearer. A figure emerged from the shadows, a silhouette cloaked in darkness. The friends, paralyzed by fear, watched as the figure materialized into the ghostly form of a miner. Tattered clothes clung to his emaciated frame, and hollow eyes stared into the depths of their souls. The apparition spoke, his voice a spectral whisper. "Leave this place. You are not welcome here." Hiroshi, his voice trembling, asked, "Who are you? What happened here?" The ghostly miner recounted the tale of Hashima's descent into darkness. The once thriving community fell victim to the greed of those who exploited both the land and its people. As the coal ran dry, the miners faced poverty and despair. Their pleas for justice went unheard, and the island became a graveyard of broken dreams. The apparition beckoned them to follow, leading the trio through the labyrinth of deserted corridors. The air grew thick with sorrow as they reached the heart of the coal mine, where shadows danced in macabre celebration. The walls were etched with the final desperate messages of those who had toiled in the depths. The ghostly miner pointed to a decrepit elevator, its chains swaying with a spectral breeze. "Descend and witness the horrors that befell us," he urged. The friends hesitated, but an invisible force compelled them forward. As the elevator creaked its way into the abyss, the air grew colder, and the oppressive weight of the past pressed upon them. The elevator reached the depths of the mine, revealing a subterranean world of anguish. The walls, blackened by soot, bore witness to the torment of those who had perished in darkness. The remnants of mining equipment lay abandoned, rusted and twisted like the souls that once operated them. The ghostly miner guided them to a cavernous chamber where a spectral light flickered. Shadows danced on the walls, revealing the tragic scene of a rebellion crushed. Miners, shackled and broken, were met with the merciless wrath of those who sought to silence their pleas for justice. Aiko, overcome with the weight of the tragedy, captured the haunting images with her camera. The friends felt the anguished cries of the past reverberate through the cavern, and Takeshi struggled to maintain his composure. As the ghostly miner raised his hand, the shadows coalesced into the form of a malevolent force, a manifestation of the darkness that consumed Hashima. The friends, trapped in the spectral theater of despair, witnessed the gruesome finale of the miners' rebellion. The malevolent force, fueled by centuries of injustice, unleashed its fury upon the oppressors. The shadows contorted and twisted, becoming grotesque specters of vengeance. The friends, mere witnesses to the spectral retribution, felt the cold fingers of the past clawing at their souls. Hiroshi, desperate to break free from the nightmarish scene, pleaded with the ghostly miner for release. The miner, his eyes reflecting the pain of 1,000 lost souls, whispered, "You carry our story. Share it with the world, and release us from this eternal torment." The friends found themselves back on the surface, the oppressive atmosphere lifting with the weight of the past. Aiko clutched her camera, now a vessel of the island's haunting legacy. The ghostly miner, his form dissipating into the mist, nodded in gratitude. As the trio sailed away from Hashima, they felt the presence of the island lingering in the sea breeze. Aiko, haunted by the images captured on her camera, knew that the world needed to hear the story of Hashima, the tale of a community betrayed, a rebellion crushed, and a darkness that lingered in the abandoned corridors of the past. And so, the friends became the bearers of Hashima's tragic history, sharing the ghostly encounters and paranormal activities that spoke of a forsaken community seeking redemption. The photographs, once mere snapshots of decay, now held the souls of the lost miners, their stories echoing through the ages. As the tale of Hashima spread, the island's spectral energy found solace in the acknowledgement of its pain. The ghosts, no longer trapped in the confines of abandonment, found peace in the collective consciousness of those who listened. And so, Hashima Island, once shrouded in mystery and sorrow, became a place of remembrance, its legacy etched in the annals of history and the souls of those who dared to explore its haunted depths.